Assalamu alaikum, boys and girls. Good morning again. So we meet again. Today we are going to start off a new topic because our previous topic is over, of course. So we're going to work on yet another poetry from the same textbook, ORC. Today our topic would be recitation and understanding the poem, Chill. I thought it is best appropriately, very best, to read this and understand this poem, particularly this one, because we are going through the chilly season at this point. I mean the winter. So by chill we can understand the topic talks about cold, or we should say coldness. The chilliness or the coldness of the weather. The story or the poem in here, it elaborates, explains the story so nicely about certain animals and the writer herself. You will find this poetry in the page number 40, ORC. We will do the recitation at this point. Please open up, children, to page number 40. Let us talk about the prefix a little bit before we go to the poem directly. As I explained to you that the topic name is Chill, which talks about the chilliness or the coldness of the winter weather. Much appropriate concerning the weather we are having at this point, here in our country also. It's written by Christina Rossetti. You'll pronounce the name Christina Rossetti. Or you may say Christina Rossetti, in both ways. She talked about how baby animals would find safety, warmth, and shelter into the bosom of their mom, their mother. How important mothers are, or you may say parents are, in the life of humans as well as animals. And then the poet herself would explain that how she misses her mother and how she wants to be in the coziness, in the warmth of her own parents. So, without further delay, let us read and recite the poetry with the meaning. Here you go. A Chill, written by Christina Rossetti. What can lambkins do all the keen night through? Nestle by their woolly mother, the careful ewe. What can nestlings do in the nightly dew? Sleep beneath their mother's wing till day breaks anew. If in field or tree there might only be such a warm, soft sleeping place found for me. That's the poem. So now let's elaborate. There are 3 stanzas here. The first stanza talks about lambkins. Stanza 2 talks about nestlings. And stanza 3 talks about the poet. The poet herself, Christina. Let's check out the first one. It says, what can lambkins do at the keen night through? Nestle by their woolly mother, the careful ewe. Lambkins are baby lambs. You may find them the meaning. All the meanings are elaborated here in the book. Lambkins are baby lambs. And ewe is the female lamb. Here in this case, the female lamb is the mother. During the cold night, the soft, breezing, chilly night, what do the baby lambs do during that time in order to find safety, in order to find peace, and to know that everything will be all right? Who do they go to? The lambkins or the baby lambs looks for the shelter in the woolly softness of their mother. So they nestle by their woolly mother, the careful ewe. The mom is very careful because mothers always takes care of their babies. She wants to make sure that the babies are safe. So the baby lambs would get cozy into the wools of the mother's womb, and they would feel so safe to spend the entire night. Second stanza for nestlings. Nestlings are baby birds. You'll find the meaning there also. Baby birds who haven't learned to fly yet. What would they do? What can nestlings do in the nightly dew? Sleep beneath their mother's wing till day breaks anew. When the dew is falling, small statutes of water falling from the sky, the birds will feel really, really cold at that time. And the baby birds would feel even colder. What can the baby birds do? They can do one thing. They would find their mother again, and they would sleep under the wings and find the warmth, the coziness, and tuck themselves in with their mom to spend the entire night until the new day comes and the dawn breaks. Now the third stanza comes in. The writer, or the poet here, talks about herself, how she misses her own mother, and how she misses to find coziness from her mother's bosom, to be on the lap of her own mother. She misses those days, and she says, if in field or tree there might only be such a warm, soft sleeping place found for me. Now she is also looking for some shelter. She wants to have some shelter under the nature. And the nature has the trees and the fields, and she would want to have a warm, a soft sleeping place so that she can lie and she could also have some rest. She wants to find a place for her. Like, of course, the same way the lambkins would found, the nestlings would found. The poet also thinks of herself to be a child and looks for the same shelter. It's a nice poem, isn't it, boys and girls? So, we will have the same kind of text over here, the words, which I'm going to read out to you. You will find them on page number 40, of course. Page 40. All the words and the meanings. Lambkins, as I told you, baby lambs or baby sheep, you may call. Tiny lambs. Keen is cold. Nestle, that means to settle down in a warm, comfortable position, to tuck themselves in, to feel cozy during the warmth. Ewe is a female sheep. Woolly is soft and covered in wool, like the sheep are. They have wool. Nestlings are young birds that cannot fly yet. And dew is the droplets of water from the air. These are the words. So children, your first day work would be recitation, five times. Don't only recite or read. Work with your pronunciation like the way I have done. So please take help from the video. Repeat it 5 times and make sure that you can recite each and every of those 3 stanzas very, very well. Then come to the word meanings. Word meanings, you write them down in homework copy. Alright, simple as that. That was your first task. So now you understand the summary as well as the words. Hope this has come really beneficial for you. So we'll see each other in the next class, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.